Well, hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. There's my friends. Cavernous glass I've chosen this time. Probably not ideal for maintaining the bubbles. But I care not. Caution to the wind, I say. The wind apparently being mostly caused by all these bubbles I've lost. It is so very desperately hard to stop playing this game once you've gotten started. I'm gonna try not to make this session 4 hours long, but whatever happens, happens. The siren song calls from Twitch notifications. Join me under the surf. It is so nice to see you. Hello, hello. You have enough materials to upgrade your equipment. Well, I'd love to. I'm still not entirely sure I have the equipment that I want to upgrade, but... That's... not a door. I'll take it. I will take it. So, I am in... what, the casino? In Treviso? I forget why I was here. I know we just finished Lucanus's little saucy coffee date. I kind of thought we'd gone all the way back to the lighthouse after, but we must not have. And my memory is quite faulty, as we've learned. I'm gonna swing by this merchant one more time, just in case. And then we'll head back to the crossroads. I gotta check in with everybody at the lighthouse.
My store's full.
Yeah, not just your stores, but also your lips, I see. Come
back soon.
I'm sure that the reputation level you have with all the various factions comes into play in like a who's gonna die at the end sort of sense. So obviously I want to increase my reputation as much as possible. I'm just not quite sure who I need to focus on through the early act of the game. I haven't caught on to any specific faction alignment yet. Is today's beverage caffeinated? It's sadly not. It's just a little seltzer water. And I am so sleepy, I don't know what I was thinking. But it'll be fine. Alright, so this would take me to Docktown.
But it was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion. Rook made the call. Why? Are you worried I have ulterior motives? That I planted the idea in Rook's head for my own ends?
That wasn't where this was going.
Really?
Now I am.
Because I'd have questions. A Tevinter mage breaks a demon-possessed assassin out of prison. What's her angle?
Mierda. And people say I'm overly suspicious.
Nev is suspicious even of herself. And her own motives, as any good detective should be. Wow, I got stuttery there. So I do want to go to Docktown to find the Shadow Dragons. I believe that's like our main quest, if I'm remembering correctly. But I want to go back to the lighthouse first. There's the journal. I found it. Yes. So I still do have a couple of side quests that maybe I want to do now before main quest progress blocks me out of them forever. But let's get our full bearings. Forget if I have to take like the ferryman dock back to the lighthouse from here, since I'm already in the crossroads. I'll head that way, see if it still exists. So I did not see a merchant symbol on the mini-map, but here you are. Hi. Why, your goods, they're beautiful. Pretty much always go for a dragon's bounty, yeah. Bleeding Corvus, I'm sorry to hear that. And there's apparently some very shiny appearance modifiers that I do not need at this time, as I have disdain for the shinies. More accurately, I just feel like it's none of my business when there's so many cute crows. And leave the shinies to the cute crows, I say. There's probably just a fast travel back to the lighthouse, like a quick shortcut option somewhere. But I've come all the way here manually.
The deeper currents.
You're welcome. Oh, hey! Nice to see you there. I can't believe I missed you earlier. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so mostly I just want to check everyone's room. See how Harding is doing after she tested her powers. Make sure nobody has any other side quests for me, and then bam, we'll be back on the road. Lighthouse. Yes. It's interesting that the Crossroads has like a hub world within its hub world, and then multiple hub worlds attached. Alright, so who's the closest to the main building? I guess we should check in on Varric. Make sure his poor little leg is okay. Hey, buddy.
Normally, my advice on befriending abominations would be don't. In this case, just keep an eye on him.
Fair enough. Oh, fair enough, Varric. I'll keep an eye on him. I don't think anyone else is in the main building at the moment. They all have their own outbuilding. Bellara, I'm glad we checked. Yes. What can I do for you? My font of relentless optimism. Hello, nice to see you there.
Rook! Good to see you. Irilyn and Strife sent word. Some of the artifacts we have in storage are acting up.
Or more accurately, hello!
They need a hand to make sure they stay calmed. And don't rip a hole in reality. Anyways, we can go whenever you're ready.
I'm ready now. Oh, track it. Yes, track it, please. Where's my hand? Ah, it's gone. It's gone forever. My hand was busy. Not doing what you think. Not doing what you think. Alright. Tracked. There we go. It probably was what you thought, actually. Alright, Bellara. I'll meet you out in the Crossroads. Or perhaps in Arlothan Forest. Caretakers all materialized already before I even arrived.
Abundance.
Saw me coming. I can rank up the shop again. I suppose nothing's stopping me. Alright. I feel like I saw somewhere that you can use this menu for, like, skill upgrades? In addition to equipment upgrades? But maybe I'm making that up. Because this just looks like straight equipment upgrades. We'll find out. But enjoy your latest level of upgrades. It was my pleasure. Hey, Nav.
Hey, Rook. The Shadows will keep an eye on the Venatori, but I'm sure they'll stay a pain in our side, too.
Good. Seems like we're caught up with her. Sneak a peek at Lucanus. Hope we catch him changing. No, don't be creepy. Don't be creepy with Lucanus. He's been
Rook.
through enough.
Do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
Well, that doesn't sound like a bad thing.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh, right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spike gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Taya waiting.
Apparently right to the funeral then. Oh good, no, never mind. I thought you were transporting me with that black screen. So, we have another quest for Lucanus. We have one for Bellara. I am so glad we came back to check. I feel like this is going to be another one of those games where you can miss out on all manner of content by getting distracted doing main story quests. And we have an exclamation point over here. Harding. How sounds the stone song? I'm still paying attention to Harding's quarters most specifically, because I mean, I will help you physically clean this up. I've been playing House Flipper. I got some trash bags with me. We can take all this. I would be happy to.
You've been quiet?
I know. Just thinking. But I said we'd talk, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
I heard a voice after we saved that man. It told me I was touched by the ancients and that I should seek it out. Seek her out.
I'm sure it's very trustworthy. Yeah, let's listen to it. Now you know how it feels. I hear Solus's voice in my head all the time. Should we seek the answers, perhaps?
Do you think this voice has answers about your magic?
She must. What if she's like me? Maybe that's why only I heard her. She said to look to those closest to the stone to locate her.
Meaning...
The children of the stone. Dwarves. Not surfacers like me, but the ones from the deep roads. Almost 10 years ago, a shaper from Orzammar bonded with a titan.
Titans, ancients... You think it's related?
It would make sense, wouldn't it? Volta. That was the shaper's name. Maybe there are more like her down there.
Could I tag along with you?
You gonna drag me down to the deep roads?
It's a much funner way of saying
I will
it.
absolutely drag you with me wherever I look for answers.
Looking
I'll check with
forward
my
to it.
contacts in Orzammar. The minute they give me a lead, we'll go.
It's a date?
A date?
I mean, a prearranged time and place for a specific activity.
You know.
Unless you wanted
a
it to be a
date.
date.
I, shouldn't get ahead of myself. Who knows if my contacts will have anything to say.
Right.
That's fair enough.
Let me know.
My contacts also get quite dry at times. I'm not wearing contacts. I probably should be. It feels like a lot of touch in your eyes for just the price of being able to see. Steep. Steep price having to touch one's eyes. Alright, so we have Harding, we have Bellara, and we have Lucanus. I will be checking the lighthouse, so often, in a paranoid sort of fugue state. We did speak to Bellara first. I guess we should go in order, but I'm desperate to help Harding. And frankly, I'm being a little selfish about it, because I want to be on a date with her, but we'll go in order. Bring me Bellara. That sounded sinister. I just mean to be in my party. Bring me Bellara. Travel to the tracked quest. Yes. Shortcut me thence. This is such a fun game to play. They make it really easy to just drop in and out of all manner of content. Okay, somebody in the camp wants to speak with me as well. Is it Morrigan? I'm always here for Morrigan.
The
If
There you
Elgrenheim
are.
and Gillinane can control people, we have no defense.
It was a high five, I want to be very clear. Taynor's journal. Oros still isn't home. I shouldn't have let him go when he said he'd take the relic deeper into the forest to deal with it. I have to go after him, and I'm taking Gus. Oros and Gus are always inseparable, and Oros always said Gus was the best tracker he knew. Gus will find the trail. There's a crudely drawn map of the forest showing where Taynor intends to search.
The gods working. Veil jumpers are in trouble. They could use our help if we can find them. This
Oh,
map
we can
is a
find
good
them.
Witch
start.
of the Wilds.
I'm not worried about that. Morrigan, you're back. It's gorgeous. Sorry, I got distracted. Where were we going? Stay on task. If we happen to come across those lost veil jumpers while we're out here, all the better. But I'll make sure Balara has what she needs first.
You met
The
Morgan
relentless
when she was
pursuit
an
of
advisor to the
science.
Norwegian Empress, didn't you? I've read stories about how
Thank you.
tricky it is to navigate the royal court in Orlais. You know, socially. And
It's a little
Morgan
tricky,
is so
yeah.
comfortable in the forests. It's hard to imagine her at court.
She didn't present herself.
Ooh, great job, Rose. Praise the peppers.
Enfeebling. No, thank you.
Don't fall up.
We good?
Now, where were we?
We good.
Oh, right. She didn't present herself as a wagon-sized spider, so that probably helped her fit in. You know, even as a spider,
never gonna get
she
over the
wouldn't have been
wagon-sized
most
spider
venomous
thing.
person there.
This looks like a pouch. Yes, thank you. Alright. That's what you're looking for, Balara? Kinky. Let's do it. Good afternoon. It is so nice to see you there. Welcome to the party. Balara returns to the Veil Jumpers to test ancient elven artifacts and ensure they behave safely. This quiet moment offers a chance to get to know her better. Gladly taken. I am so happy to be playing this.
Okay, we all know why we're here, right?
Make sure that the artifacts we calmed stay calmed. We know.
This should be easy. Yanarl, you and Strife take the first set. Irlin and Hamuel take the second. Rook and I will handle the rest.
As per usual. Oh, you picked me. I'm bursting with flatter. I've never been flatter.
You picked me. I'm so flattered.
There it is.
Well, of course. I know you.
I knew it.
I mean, I don't know you yet. Not that. Anyway.
What? Wait, what?
Just lead the way and I'll follow.
All right. Now we're going to check the crystal alignment, fade connection, and the lyrium reserves.
Has alignment ever been a problem? Even once?
It's not worth the risk. Even if it's only off by a little bit, we know what happens.
Happened once, and we can't even be sure the crystal alignment was why. Look, I know what you're saying, but maybe if
We check it every single time.
I'm sorry. You're right. Sorry.
Forget it.
Got a little tense there, but not really worth mentioning. Not even worth mentioning. It's when you find yourself in the position of being like, is everything okay? Probably shouldn't ask.
Are you okay, Balara?
I'm fine.
It's my fault, really. I'm sorry, Balara.
Let's go.
Hello,
We want to get back quickly.
welcome.
Of course. See you soon.
Bye. See you in a moment. All of your robes are quite clean except for Strife, apparently. Who's been a dirty elf.
So, what was all that about?
What was what all about?
That tension seemed pretty heavy.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
You can just take
Here
those
we
down
are,
with your
the
hands,
artifact vault.
can you?
Or one of them, at least.
You know how many
Looks like it's seen
chests
better
I've...
days.
Never mind.
Repairing reality doesn't leave a lot of time for repairing walls. At least until someone falls through a hole in the floor. Random example.
Oh, what are you working on here? This looks safe.
Okay, see those 2 power crystals? The ones that aren't glowing? There should be a couple of replacements, charged ones in the room. If you grab them,
Fear not.
I'll make sure the artifact stays calmed.
Oh, wait, there's lore. I'll be right back. Keep calming it. I gotta read all this lore. Which has now disappeared entirely. Scouting report. The trees are singing. The trees in Ruins Reach started humming today. We heard faint echoes and went looking. We could never pinpoint it, but it sounded like music. It took us a while to realize it was coming from all directions, so we spent an hour going in circles trying to make sense of that. Finally it dawned on us. It was coming from the trees. We were completely surrounded by the hum. Inside it, the whole forest was bathed in it. We couldn't tell if it was the leaves or the branches making the sound. We brought back samples of both, but as soon as we left Ruins Reach, the hum stopped. We haven't heard it since. From Strife's journal, Ruins Reach, Veilchamper recruits always ask me the same question. What is Ruins Reach? I tell them it depends on the day of the week. It's always changing. One week the trees turn blue, the next you'll hear voices speaking to you from thin air. The truth is, we don't know what it is. We only know that a stretch of forest where you could have a pleasant picnic is now an ever-shifting hall of mirrors and chaos. It's like reality is trying to figure out what it wants to be, what shape it wants to take, and it keeps changing its mind. I've explored Arlothan Forest for much of my life, and I've never felt so confused. The forest I once knew is becoming something else. I don't think either of those were what we just picked up, but they were new, and I liked reading them. What's this? Artifact name, Derthamin's Guidance. Found on the western edge of White Spire, buried in snow, artifact will cause nearby objects to continue floating upwards indefinitely when unstable. Currently cannot be retrieved. This is a very, like, FBC Panopticon sort of situation. Excuse my itchy nostril. Ow. I like the whole concept of locking powerful elven magics away for further study. Keep the good folk safe. That looks either wet or cold. I'm not sure which. Tell me. The Tears of June. Sorry, June. Found at the bottom of a large well, the artifact will separate all nearby materials into constituent pieces when unstable. Materials can include people. Oh no. This is such a cool spot. Cheese. Yeah, it's some sort of ancient cheese. Borrowed the gauntlet artifact. Figured out how to make it create arrows, and it resonates with other artifacts. Not sure what that means, but interesting. We'll return soon, promise. We need better guidance around artifact retrieval. No clear direction on what to do when you find one, and how you tell if it's safe. Lots of new people means lots of risk. Balara has some suggestions. Given her history, she's motivated to make this all safer. I suggest we convene and talk out her proposals. I'll be back for you, Power Crystal. 1 second. Hey, Balara, I've been reading your notes. You hastily scribble. And I think that's exciting.
Okay.
I like reading them.
New power crystal is in.
I'll be right back with the other.
Great. And the artifact didn't collapse the room.
Was that a possibility?
Always is.
Good to know. Silaze, says Firefly. Found in the center of a large charred circle. The artifact will emit tremendous heat and light when unstable, will melt stone. That's fine, because my legs are sturdier than stone, right? Artifact name Gillenine's Binding. Found in the ruins of an unnamed Tig, artifact will combine multiple living creatures into one body when unstable, which causes immediate death in most cases. I don't like this one. Please keep this one locked up. Did we read this? Dirthamin's something? Yeah. Dirthamin's Guidance. I think that's all the goodies, but maybe there's a second floor to this museum. You're coming with me. We're going to the second floor. Just in case. I'm not going to miss out on these sick-ass exhibits. Alright, I got your second power crystal, Balara. Sorry it took me so long. I was looking at sick-ass exhibits.
And there we go.
So it's calmed now?
Should be, and it'll stay that way for a while. And in the meantime,
Exquisite
it won't
work.
tear open reality. Okay, let's keep going.
Sure. Sounds good.
Lead on. I will follow you. Follow you wherever you may go. There isn't a staircase too steep.
So it's nice out, at least. You know, ignoring that reality itself is
Okay.
paper thin here.
Hard to ignore that.
Moving
Right.
on. Just gonna look in a different direction entirely. Hi, Power Crystal. You trying to hide from me back there? Alright, 3 power crystals now. I should probably let her tell me about it first. I've just seen a centipede log and got scared. Need 3 of them? Gotcha. Oh, more than one. More than one centipede log. That's too many for me.
Found one.
Great. Bring it over here and put it in the socket.
Into the socket we go. Back here. Probably didn't need to be quite as dramatic with the crates, but we're having fun.
So what did this artifact do? Before it was calmed, I mean.
It would bring flaming rocks down all around it, every 30 minutes.
I feel like I run into that
For
in the
some
wild.
reason, you'd hear chanting while it did it. Not sure what that was about.
It was just thirsting humanity, I think. It was built by the elves, you see. And who could blame them? Nug carving, cute. Someone was also mentioning, I saw like a TikTok or something, that there are specific items that specific factions will get like more of a bonus from. I thought Nug carvings was one of them. For like veil jumpers, maybe. I should know the details on
Okay,
that
reserves
before I
replaced,
start
which
selling
means
stuff.
There. Everything's looking good. Thank you, by the way, for helping out. You have better things to do. I know.
I do not. How dare you say that? I have nothing better to do.
I'm happy to help. Besides, you're fun to spend time with.
Really? Oh, I mean, that's so nice.
Yeah, really.
I like spending time with you too. Okay, one more to go.
Let's do it. I don't mean to criticize the rest of the veil jumpers, but we seem to be doing such a good job. I bet we're way ahead of everyone. It's not a competition. We're all in this together.
Not too
Oh, we're
far
kicking
now.
their ass.
Thank you for giving me this chance to help people.
You were already
I'm not
kind of
gonna
doing
pass
that
this up.
as a veil jumper.
Sorta, but it was never as big, you know? As grand. Helping you.
Sage,
We're helping lots of people. Everywhere.
I hope we've got
I
the
like that.
time for it. I was a little low. Thank you, Rook. for saving yourself regardless. This one looks fancy. Some sort of fancy temple balcony. What if we kissed under the fancy temple balcony? Alright. Just two? Just two. But it's not that easy, is it? Alright, one straight across the way. Interesting. Maybe drop down from above, but that's not much of a break in the roof. Not sure on that one. Let's check up here. Some doors and mechanisms have locks on them. Break them with a simple strike. Good to know.
So, how do you calm an artifact anyway?
You have to cut it off from its power source, but carefully. Some of them like to try and blow up when you do it.
Sounds exhilarating. Alright, I bet I'm supposed to put that over there, but we'll get back to that. We'll get back to finding the other crystal. What's in here? Statues! By which I mean stained glass windows and not statues at all. Memento acquired. The nature of immortality of nature of... A verse of old Arlothan in textile. We saw no end to fear for us, and songs would sing instead of birth, an unknown start more strange than death, because... ... we'll never know. But why? Because why? I mean, I think they're supposed to look like imposing, elven, godlike figures. It just kind of looks like a really cute council of rats in a stained glass homage. But I think that they're elven gods, and that's probably really disrespectful of me to have said. I'd like to apologize to all Dalish peoples and the rest. Let's try this.
Hey, Rook.
What do you need?
Never mind.
That's where I would put a bridge. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Oh, what,
Found the other
what was
crystal.
it, Pilar? You had a
Great,
question?
slot it in.
Is it just that I'm taking a long time, and you wanted to be like, could you hurry it up? But then you didn't feel like being in a position? Because it's not one. I will hurry up for you. There you go.
There.
Sorry, Pilar. I'll be right back. I see that in the chat. Oh, and also, hi, Monday morning stream. Hell yeah. Nice to see you again. Oh no, how will you survive without Peter's legendary smooth voice? That's over generous, it feels. my smooth voice of some small renown, perhaps. How is everyone? Is everyone okay? Apologies if you have already exchanged pleasantries and I have missed it all. I'll exchange... What? I'll exchange as many pleasantries as possible. It is so nice to see you. Welcome. I'm watching the stream, but because you're in a meeting, the stream is muted. And you already miss the soothing vocals. You guys, you're trying to make me blush this morning. You're trying to... I see what you're doing now. I'm onto your game. And then This isn't a game that I have felt much urge to play, but watching Peter do his thing... What? What did you see exactly? Tell me. Do his thing has inspired me to maybe give this one a go. Is anyone else playing this? I would hugely suggest giving it a go. It is a genuine privilege to play this so far.
Done.
Gotta grab groceries. You'll be back. Bye. Good luck.
You okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Or will be. It takes a lot out of you, all those little magic bits.
I'm sorry I took
Not
so long.
hard, just exhausting. But it needs to be done, and done right.
God, I respect that.
Yeah, keeping reality from
But
falling
do take
apart
care
is
of yourself,
important.
Balara.
But other veil jumpers can do this. Why not let them?
Because maybe then I can make up for it.
Make up for what?
For not being good enough.
Oh.
When it counted. I'm sorry, I can't. Not right now.
Take your time. I'm not going anywhere. You just disappeared. You poofed out of existence. I miss you. Oh, there you are. You didn't go far. Beautiful view back here. Also, the scenery is nice.
Balara, I'm,
My brother.
What?
Back there. You asked me why I did this. Why I put myself out here. For him. For my brother. Wherever he is.
I don't know if it's a deceased brother situation, missing, estranged. I don't want to be like, oh God, I'm so sorry. And I'll be like, why? It's just down the road. I guess what happened sounds the most gentle. If you're ready to speak about it.
What happened to your brother?
Syrian. His name was Syrian. We were the same, you know? In a lot of ways. We wanted to learn everything. About Elvenon, the magic, the people, all of it. We heard about the Notisterthalin, figured it had the answers, or some of them. Then Arlathan started going wrong. I joined the Veil Jumpers to help people. And he kept looking, kept putting himself in danger. It should have been safe. I know, I checked that artifact 3 times. I guess it should have been 4. Artifact started pulsing. He was too close. I couldn't find my way in. They called him a hero. Wanted to make a statue. They thought it would make it all okay.
I mean, you don't really want to hear my hollow platitudes, but they're not hollow. And I am very, very sorry. But it's not your fault.
You loved him. They loved the idea of him.
They never knew him. Not really. Didn't know why he did what he did. Syrian, he felt responsible. For our people. For me. My little brother. He thought he needed to take care of me. He called me Vora Shivan. Hummingbird in Elven. Said it was because I could never sit still. But he loved me for it. Said it kept him thinking. Trying to keep up. And he helped me too. He kept me focused, anchored. And now he's gone. Because I wasn't good enough.
It's not your fault. You have to know that.
Then why does it feel like it was?
You lost someone important. Guilt's part of that. But if you don't learn to get past it, you'll drown.
I wish it were that easy. I've tried. Told myself I couldn't have done anything, and my head believes it. But my heart doesn't. So I try to make up for it. Honor him. Learn about our people. Find the truth. Maybe when I do, I'll feel it.
Feel what?
That he forgives me. And that I deserve it. We should head back. Rook,
Probably should. Could we detour
Thank
through the
you
Tissues Grove? Would
for
that
being
be?
here.
I'd just love it if we could detour through the Tissues Grove on the way back. Bellara. Bellara tested the artifacts and concluded that they are safe. She also opened up about her brother, Syrian, who died in a magical mishap that Bellara blames herself for, and very, very wrongly. I know there's no emote button to just really gently squeeze you by the shoulders, but there you go. I'm pretending that there is. Okay. Back to my journal. Lucanus' quest. And then I thought Harding had something. Did it come into faction quests instead? Something about Tainor? No, that's what we picked up in camp. I know that Harding had a exclamation point at least. I don't see another companion quest for her in here. We'll hunt it down. Must be just attached to something else. Return to Treviso.
Trouble nearby.
Mm-hmm. Will rematerialize. Can't spend all day waiting for you.
Making the rest of us look bad, Rook.
Technically can. Oh good, you're dead. That's good for me.
Ranged attackers.
Give him the old 1-2.
I'm there.
How'd you get away from my second uppercut? Just sort of gently drifted off and perfectly dodged it. Somebody need a quick stroll through the tissue grove. Oh good, I unmuted just in time for an emotional gut punch. Yay. You're welcome. You are welcome for that. Just wake up first thing in the morning, not even caffeinated, and have your feelings wrung out like a wet dish rag.
Why does everyone call you Harding and not Lace? Is that a Ferelden thing?
Oh, that's just a me thing. Tartar called me Scout Harding, and it just stuck.
Oh, but I can call you Lace, right? It's such a pretty name and unusual.
It really is.
Pretty unusual. Ooh, or unusually pretty.
It is
One of the two,
unusually
or both.
pretty.
Yeah, you can call me Lace.
Oh, good. I just wanted to check, in case he hated it.
Very wise.
careful out there.
It's always good to check with people to see if the name that other people call them is something that they hate. Because that happens a surprising amount of times. Alright. Heading back to the crossroads. I keep forgetting while I'm out and about in the wilds to check for just like a fast travel to lighthouse option. I have to imagine that's a thing that I just have not stumbled upon yet. Because having to go through like the hub world here for the Arlothan forest, back to the lighthouse, then get into the Treviso boat. Like if I could skip one of those steps, it sure would help.
Coming at range.
That's not... Oh, hey, Tom. I expect you here. Hey, everybody group up. Group up together as buds. That hammer is inside of me right now. I want you to know you did an exquisite job. Alright, somebody gets fade bolts. Somebody else gets shredded.
You got it.
Nice. Alright, going up all the way up here.
Did I hear you right? You've been to Halam Sharal, the Winter Palace?
More on Tom.
Only for one night. And I saw mostly
What
the
did I ever do to the cube? Why are you attacking me? So much of that did not get dodged. Wow. Okay, we're gonna need a different tactic than just eating every fire blast. Any other tactic would be great. Hiding behind a big rock, perhaps.
Ready here.
Mm-hmm. That's good stuff. It's just too many to dodge. They're all synced up like that. Alright, restore some potion.
As I was saying, only for one night. And I saw mostly the gardens and the stables.
Oh, that must have been grand.
Gardens, yes. Stables? Fancy stables don't smell better.
Wait, what happened? This doesn't feel like the Fade. More like a dream, or...
I don't know if I was supposed to come here yet. Elvenon's Haven.
Glad you made it here safely. I didn't love
Hello?
our odds without you.
Who, me?
All right, everything's in place. We hit Algernon's island fortress tonight. This is our best chance to free the people he's enslaved. Get in, save as many as you can, and bring them back here to Sanctuary.
Sorry.
Be fast and
Interrupt
be
your big
safe.
speech.
I'll meet you on the other side. Fen-Haral scouting ahead. For freedom! For the Dread Wolf!
Go forward into the memory. And fight? Fight bits of the memory? Oh no, you're quite thick.
Testing his
You're actually thicker than I expected.
against my stronghold. How courageous.
Those memories can hurt you. Take them down.
They actually hurt quite a bit, as I've come to understand. So heavily armored. Hold still. Hold it. Still.
More of Solus's memories. Elganon sent his guards to attack the Dreadwolf's rebels.
The bastard. I hope Solus won that fight.
Not sure if it's worth searching for gold pieces in every corner of a dream memory, but here I am. God, I can't wait to find dreamy gold pieces.
Not yours to plunder.
More guards.
Ouch. I tried so hard to dash right through his physical body.
Your turn.
Sweet moves, Rook.
Glad to see we all made it. Elganon's forces are making things interesting.
You, keep moving no matter what. Free those slaves.
Sure.
We'll take everyone else and give the guards something to think about.
We must be swift. Elganon is coming.
Oh, that is Solus? And he's got like a crazy mohawk.
Of Elganon?
I wasn't even thinking. Solus is probably here, because I didn't see anyone with a beautiful shiny head. What a great mohawk he has. How did this happen? Oh, he's right. Now do the technique. Oh, you lost it. You lost the technique. Okay. Never mind then. Sorry I asked. Oh yeah, let that be a lesson to you. A warning above your head by about 3 feet.
Let's get that prison open.
Terrible shot. What were you thinking? Okay, so everybody's got a cell control panel. One of the cells appears to just be filled with wisps. Something to look forward to. Aim that bad boy. Assuming to create a bridge here. I also gotta remember that I can use those directly on a crystal plinth. Exhibit A. It's totally doable. We can make it. Yeah. I'm not scared. I'm terrified. Okay, so that activated that, but what was the purpose?
Quickly, get us out of here.
Locked tight, and no sign of a key.
This is all Fade logic. There's gotta be a way through.
Luckily, I've been playing Alan Wake 2, so I understand Fade logic pretty hard. By which I mean it's pretty hard to understand. I'm so confused right now. Quick peek in here. Wisp into the wisp box. Boop.
Thank you. Thank you.
Get out of here.
There's an
Get out of here, you crazy
We'll head
kids.
there right away.
Go. The Dreadwolf must be waiting for you.
Also, drop me the card of your tailor. No, don't go. Don't go. Ah, I've never seen a more perfectly displayed ass. Get back here and tell me your secret.
Quickly! Elganon approaches.
Stop his...
I gotta take a peek here. Now that I know. I gotta get all peaky with it. Solus, what were you thinking showing me this side of you during your party days? I've never been more aroused, Solus. Let me get down here. Let me see what this angle's like. Yeah, that's pretty nice. That's pretty good. Sorry, what?
We need to
What were
buy
we doing?
time for the captives to get to safety.
I will hold off Elganon himself for as long as I am able.
There's nowhere else I could be pointing this laser that will help me later. Is this there? I sure don't see anything. I hope we don't need it anymore.
The vermin keep coming. Go. I will deal with that ragged wolf.
One last push.
Perfectly timed to take that fireball direct to my sternum. So flamey. Instead of trying to beat his shield really hard and just take out Sorcerer Boy. Alright, you there. I mean, I could go for a soothing potion. Yeah, let's try that. Thanks, Harden. Goodbye forever. Off the edge with you. Sorcerer Boy is back. The return of Sorcerer Boy. Shouldn't be standing in actively on fire reeds with a cloak this loose and doused in gasoline, it seems. Sorry, Balara, I just slashed the shit out you. I see you there. Not today. Gotta get better at remembering that I can parry things. Or deflect them? I'm not sure what I'm doing.
Solus, no matter how far you run.
Let the big asshole rant.
Oh,
Everyone
I
we've
pictured
freed
it.
is safe in the crossroads.
Without all of you, well, thank you. But can Elganon find us here?
He cannot. I have made sure of...
paying this.
Elganon is a powerful opponent. My apologies. It is of no consequence.
It's of some
What
consequence to
matters,
me,
my friends,
Solus.
is that today, all of us are free.
Did you get an injury that's much worse than you're letting on, and you're just being too proud to tell everyone about it? Is that what's happening?
I think that's it. The memory ends here.
It's
I don't want the memory to end.
strange seeing Solus back when he was a hero.
Not sure what I was
Just
expecting.
told us some of this.
His memories
I
seem to
think this is gonna go great.
condense
There's
into that
nothing down
statuette.
there.
There must be more to this.
Okay. How would I leap across the gap? It just does not seem like a good idea, no matter how I slice it. Heh? Can't get like a little halfway boost? Can I go around from the other side? Doesn't seem wise. But maybe all the way back around is where they want me to go. The chest is so visible right there. Could I just... You're going to have to toss me, Balara. Just in case. I'm going to go all the way around. We'll see what happens. Or maybe there will be no bridge and I am totally fucked. That could be the case. Fair enough. Pardon my salty sailor tongue. You were just gonna make a bridge here after I picked that up the whole time. Watcher's robes. Gotta check that out. At the wardrobe. Just to make doubly sure it didn't bring a bridge up over here. Cool. Alright, treasure chest time. Ah, what fun it is to have stairs. Glory Hunter's longbow. Significantly better than what I've been using. Oh, go for it.
Did I hear you right? You've been to Halam Sharal, the Winter Palace?
Mm-hmm.
Only for one night. And I saw mostly the gardens and the stables.
Oh, that must have been great.
So many endless gardens.
Yes. Stables? Fancy stables don't smell better.
Get ready.
Oh, hi. There you are. I did not know I could do that. You can dodge and then dodge. Fire an arrow. That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Thank God we found that button. So beefy with your many hammers. Please die. All healed up. Let's get out of here before the Qun decides to properly send reinforcements. I don't mean to be fighting you. I just want to get home. Okay. Here's the ferry. Gotta love lighting your own feet on fire as a battle tactic. I find that it intimidates the enemy. What else is he willing to do? He lit his own feet on fire. A raging battle with a large influx of sudden bees. Buzz, buzz, motherfucker. I still love the idea of just unleashing bees in the middle of the battlefield. You're getting stung, just laughing maniacally. I didn't train them! Alright. It was still very unclear to me in the cutscene whether Katarina is dead, but apparently she is, because we're discussing funeral arrangements. Let's go gently hold Lucanus by the elbow skin. Just by the weenus. Little weenus support. I am so thirsty today. This one large bourbon snifter worth of seltzer water is not going to do it for me. I'm gonna need an IV. Don't need that potion, but God, I'm greedy. That's a little patch of sunlight and not a rare magical butterfly. Couldn't tell until I got real close. Can't wait to,
This binding can be thwarted.
find the riddles for these.
Find the answer.
Still not quite sure what I'm looking for in that regard. And once I am quite sure what I'm looking for, I'm sure it will be painfully obvious. The vanished city. I am dreaming, but this time I know I am. Even if I didn't, this place would tell me. I'd never dream of a place like this. Cities are full of people. An empty city is the bones of a good meal, a reminder that makes a hungry woman sad. Susan Crevizier from the Yinen Circle? As I imagine it's pronounced. Probably not. Probably just the Jaden Circle. What's back here? That's where you guys keep all the good bones?
Over there. Another entryway, like the one that took us to that Solus memory.
Ready for another Solus memory? Here. The labs below.
Another ancient elf.
You're awake. How's your head? The guards really knocked you about.
Well...
They gave me a right badgering.
Do you remember our mission? Gillenane's lab. The wolf sent us to infiltrate her testing grounds. Things didn't go perfectly to plan, but the wolf smuggled in help. A key. If you can fight, grab the key and we'll run for it. Just be ready for whatever the witch has in store.
Alright.
She thinks
I'll find a key real quick.
Ah, freedom. We'll move faster if we split up. See you ahead.
And I'll see you behind.
Blight. Be careful.
Is it real blight?
Remember?
Yep.
These memories pack a punch.
It's real blight, alright. Love Max painting. This is great news. Kicked me square in the shoulders. Okay, back there, Valar? I wasn't just pummeling you with blighted goo, was I?
Blight infested her lab. The memory's not over. We need to fight our way out of here before Gillenane finds us.
So there were, in the last dream memory, though it be not physically real, plenty of chests and grimy rags to pick up. So I guess I will be exploring every corner of the dream tank. On the off chance.
Wolf, you came for us. Your key was enough.
This unnatural corruption demanded my personal attention.
I'll be right back, Solus. Don't keep talking. Wait till I'm there. The Mother of Hala, a pantomime theater mask of Gillenane. In narrative, she is the price and acceptance of purpose, and the becoming that allows no return. Betrayal and devotion became equals to her.
It is strong. It has already blocked the escape route I had planned. We will need another way to the surface.
Let's all split up and find it.
I will destroy what corruption I can. You must cut through these monstrosities before Gillenane unleashes something worse.
Solus sounded rattled.
You guys just work on that. I'll cut through the monstrosities.
You see boundless creation and choose to destroy it? Earn respect for the life that will succeed you.
She's using the testing grounds against us.
Sounds like the defensive dialogue of like a cancerous tumor inside my body. So yes, I will try to destroy your boundless growth. No way to attack any of those yet. Alright. Let's try this. Nice. Ooh, oh no. Oh, it wriggles. It wriggles its way through the side room. in a manner that displeases me greatly. Found it. Yuck. Celebration! Also open the chest, I beg you. An Anders vessel. Where you put your Anders? How many Anders is it gonna take? That still seems quite bright because there's one right above me. I see now. I see why it's bright.
Time to go.
We're free.
Free! And faster than anticipated. Perhaps you and your allies warrant more study.
Please don't inspect us closely. I get very shy.
We've got company.
I feel like dying right next to them, or causing them to die right next to me, more accurately, is a great idea for the folks that are practically bursting with pus. They don't really seem to explode after death,
If this is
which
what
I
Darkspawn
appreciate.
looked like when Gillinane was experimenting, then
Why have I picked up a mangled limb? What am I supposed to use that for later? Who has mangled this limb? I have questions. Pardon me.
Maybe the
All
Darkspawn
right.
we've been seeing aren't new. Maybe
Onward.
they're old.
They do look like some pretty crusty old Darkspawn.
Here, the blessing you denied.
Gillinane. Your hat is exquisite.
Damn! Gillinane got her.
Blood, I'm burning up!
Look out!
This is a weird combo. Two ranged throwers, super big guy. There's no good way to handle this, other than just to not suck. Speaking of not sucking, you guys, my companions, who are good at the game, you go after him. I'll just be hiding over here. Him caving my skull in with an ultimate attack. Really? No, you stay in the ground. No more of you on the overworld, thanks much. Keep shooting you in the bubble. You don't like it? Stop getting so full of pus. That was dramatic, unnecessary, super cool. I loved it. We're in.
You would unleash a blight on this world and call it a masterwork. You, Who are the most sensitive of us?
All that I am belongs to the pursuit of creation. You chose to constrain yourself. I must climb to the heights only understood by gods. I go now to join them.
Goodbye.
Wolf, you are greater than any of them. Please, help me.
Solus, I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if I actually exist inside your dream memory. Do try. Do try to help them.
Come on. Be the god she needs. Help her.
I am so sorry I failed you. There is only one way I can help you now.
A kiss?
Wolf.
They're not gonna mercy kill me,
and the
right?
corruption within it must be eradicated. No trace can be allowed to spread. Go. Your work here is done. There is no need for you to witness what I must do.
What must you do, Solus? What must you have done in the past?
Solus destroyed the lab, the blight that was here.
Destroyed the lab.
And his agent.
He was so ready to burn it all. Friends included. Not much has changed.
This fragment might tell us more.
Arrow regeneration, you say? Hot! I love the fact that you can go through Solus's old memories to unlock his robes from that period in time. What a great mechanic that is for a game. Harding's got some skill points in the offing. Let's take a quick peek. Probably been a while since I've checked anyone. Balara. Sure. So I've been using primarily Fade Bolts. We got Flare Shot. Okay, so these just cancel each other out. Shocked applies to all enemies within 6 meters of the target. Or Stagger plus 100%. Probably Stagger. Let's go Quick Flash. Great. And lethally detonating an enemy with this ability grants the Quickened status. Something to look forward to. Harding. We were going up this way. So, Sundered Effectiveness plus 10 or Sundered Duration plus 50. Yes? Yes, please. I'm going to go Duration. Spontaneous Shred. It may just trigger automatically. Cool. Critical damage plus 25%. And again, a one-sided choice. We'll block off the other one. Critical hit, the cooldown duration reduced by 50, or on a critical hit, the shot shatters never mind. The shat shatters and sends Titan stone projectiles in every direction. Yep, it's shrapnel time. Thank you. Alright, Lucanus. I haven't really used him much yet to know which one is his combo skill. I'm sure we used it once, but I do not remember, so maybe I should take him out and comment it again before we commit to a point path. 2 points for Nev. Icebreaker, I know, is one of the combo techniques. There may be a second one. But I'm going to get both passives. Lovely. Alright, my skills. I still need to be level 20, so we were headed up here, right? Damage versus armor? Great. Okay, let's get out of Solus's mind before he starts having the sexy thoughts again. Or we could stick around. We could stick around a bit for the sexy thoughts to resurface. Trying to remember wonder if we've been up here before. This doesn't necessarily seem like a familiar spot to me. So we might as well take advantage of it while we're here. Try to grab a collectible or two.
There are a few Dalish clans in Ferelden, aren't there? New Venice, I think. Oh, and maybe Sabre?
Oh, yeah. The Sabre clan would show up occasionally
does
to
that
trade
do?
in my village. My ma would take me to see the Hala.
Hala are great.
We just
They
need to
can find
activate
their own
that
way in
one, and then it
everything.
will
So,
do something
if they
special
need
with both.
someone, just
So
give
until
them
then...
a holla!
Oh.
Like holler,
I think
you know?
that is
Holla.
broken.
Valara, please.
Also does not work for those. Good to know. I was curious. I don't think it's very polite to point it directly at a ghost. But for scientific purposes, I did want to try that. So we gotta, like, knock that ladder down and get up there somehow. Since nothing else seems to activate, I guess I'll just leave this in place. Try to get over there. Yummy. All right. There's a ladder. There's a ladder right there. We could take it down, not risk any fall damage. It's right there. So I gotta get up here. Take a short peek at the ladder. Doesn't seem like it has anything special about it. And this is where I, like, started, right? Though now it's blocked. That was where I initially got to his memory. So maybe we have to go all the way around. Some ladders seem to be marked on the map, and some ladders are not. Never sure which one it's going to be. Okay, definitely not seeing a way up here. Check around the peninsula. It's not the appropriate name for this, but it's pointy. I'm calling it that. Here-ish? Ah. Hooray! Activate! See where this points. It is a bit of a shame that those don't even, like, appear visibly until after you've activated it. There's no possible chance to stumble on it. Lovely. I like that just sort of exploring and solving puzzles in a given area also seems to increase faction reputation. It's very kind of them.
Sure,
It's not all about combat or saleables. Alright, so this is active. Lowered the portcullis over here. Mapping the unmappable. This appears to be a piece of litter. Closer inspection reveals that it is an obsessively drawn map, folded like a Ravani paper toy. Unfolding it creates a three-dimensional model of something. A scrawled note is visible. I refuse to be beaten. These are reflections of true places. They have logical form. Therefore, these streets and their origin points can be mapped as anywhere else. I have charted the shifting, intertwining dreams of a primordial sloth demon and its victims. I will not be bested by architecture. My mentor keeps whining. Some things are unknowable, Virion. You're courting madness, Virion. Well, I say to him, would a mad woman concoct an entirely new schema of wisp mapping incantations just for this? The rest is unreadable. I think she's on to something. Heart of Andraste. So right now I have projectile ability damage. I could have enhanced damage duration and effectiveness. But I don't know under what circumstances I get the enhanced damage status. I know that Harding does. Feels like a sort of a warrior's amulet. And I don't know if Harding can wear amulets, or if it's just me. Let's find out. You can have a keepsake. Trinket. Dwarven key. So it has to be a companion-specific trinket anyway, but sure, take your potion thing. Balara, you got anything in here? Yeah. Slip on some jewels. Treat yourself, girl. Take me back. Take me back. I wasn't done. Revival charges versus shock damage increase. Yes, please. This must be something like God's bodkin. I would assume. I don't know a lot about bodkins, or what that even means. There. Alright, everyone's got their trinkets. Take me to me. I can't wait to swing into the wardrobe. Make sure none of my armor has been upgraded past what I'm wearing. This one's getting close. It's getting real close. 33% ability damage. Plus maximum arrows. Yeah, I gotta stick with that for now. What about here? I could get a little bit more combat appropriate. I'd hate to miss my bird-themed beak nose, but let's swap that out. Doing as much physical damage as I can for the moment. Okay. So, why does it feel like there should be a lot more to that than just one room with a small chest and a Heart of Andraste in it? Is there something beyond that way? And also, is there a second room up there that I walked right past? These are my questions. Quick peek back here, see if anything changed. Doesn't seem like it. That's an awful lot of lasers for one small chest. It's not even a full size with an animation. Quick peek back up here. There is no other room. Okay. And I don't mean to seem ungrateful, which I know is exactly how I'm seeming right now. Oh, that's so blighty. Oh, blighty down there. Let's not and say we did. Opens was from the other side. Classic FromSoft treachery at work. How about this one? Does not open at all. But there's a big chest icon behind it. Are you sure? You sure that it doesn't open at all? Must have to come back around. Some of these areas seem like it's not just locked behind. Like, maybe you don't have the right companion traversal ability yet. Some of them seem to just be locked by, like, once you're on a side quest, someone will come to unlock that door for you. Otherwise, you are fresh out of luck. Which is absolutely fair. Creepy. Creepy what's behind it. There's the chest. It's so big. It's so big and glittery. Can I have it now, please? What if I just leap over this fence and die? Yes. Yes, here's my opportunity. Finally an opportunity to die. Okay, fine. fine, I'll live.
The Veil Jumpers would have been really used.
It's fun how much, like, exploration and puzzle solving there seems to be inside the crossroads itself.
Around the
I
time
like
the
that.
Inquisition got started.
Because of the breach, right? We weren't a thing then, though.
But why Veil Jumper?
I mean, because that's what we do. We jump the veil. We could have come up with the name in Elven, 14 syllables, 12 apostrophes. Who has time for that, though? There are veil anomalies to deal with.
Alright, to Treviso. Not sure why I stopped midway. To Treviso. I got shy. Meet Lucanus. I swear to God, if he orders me another deep, bitter, sweet, intriguingly complex coffee and gives me his cute little puppy eyes, I am...
I've never been hired. Ours is a boon that is granted, and I have no part in deciding who receives it. Not that it would matter. From what I observe, you are beyond any training I could impart.
Stop. I've gone bright red. Hey, Lucanus. How are you? Barely returned from his imprisonment in the ossuary, Lucanus must help arrange a funeral for his grandmother. Whip out the tissues. Here we go. Apparently, a bodkin was a large, specialized type of sewing needle. I'm very glad to know this.
Thank you for making the arrangements, Dea.
I've had no idea this whole time.
How could I do otherwise? I'm so sorry, Lucanus. This must be such a blow. Rook, thank you for coming with him. I need Juan de la Muerte to plan this. His cousin has been no help at all.
I'm sorry, Dea. This is just too much right now.
I'm here to help however I can.
If there's
Please
anything I
put me
can
to
do,
work.
just say the word.
You're such a dear. I hope these two are paying attention.
Yeah?
Dea,
Did you mean
don't
that?
flirt with my colleague.
Jealous. Fine. To business, then. There's a lot to plan. But first, I need the ashes.
Ashes?
Make it help us. Yes, the ashes. Katerina's ashes. From the cremation?
Did keep our
yes,
grandmother's
of course.
ashes, did
I'll
you?
get them to you right away.
Ilario, what happened?
What do you mean?
Katerina, how? How did the Venatori get to her? When? Where? In the estate?
I
In
do
the city?
also have questions.
How did they get past our people? What did
Seemed
they
pretty
use? Poison?
coincidental.
Blades? I need to know.
Cousin, stop. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
Drive me even more mad if one of you killed her.
Zara killed the first Talon. I have to know how if I'm going to stop her.
I told you. I'm handling it.
Boys, enough of this. We have other things to discuss.
My apologies, Andradea. Continue without me.
What's that, her first name?
Get you the
Or
ashes.
her full name, rather. Everyone's been calling her Tea. Andaratea. It's very fancy. Are you okay, Lucanus? You appear to be making... I just tasted... bitter fruit. The berry was not ripe. That's what your face is giving me. So that went great. It's probably not the time for levity. Are you okay, Lucanus?
How are you holding up?
I'll be fine. Better once we kill Zara Renata. It's him I'm worried about.
Hilario can be a handful. But this? The only time I've seen him like this was when Lucanus died. You're worrying, aren't you? What will people say if they hear the demon of Virantium has a big, soft heart?
He's been careless
Get
at
in there.
times, but never when his own life was on the line.
I'll get in there and
took
tickle
down
that big
first
soft
Talon.
heart.
Anyone could be next, and my cousin doesn't want to think about it?
You have a point. It's not like Hilario to ignore a knife coming at him.
What do you need from me for the funeral?
Come, I'll get us some drinks and we can make the arrangements.
Something bitter, sweet, intriguingly complex.
Our house owes you for handling all of this.
Katerina was family. Can you imagine what she'd say if she saw us all like this?
She'd be furious, especially at Hilario, as usual.
How did you stay on her good side?
What good side?
To hear Katerina tell it, Lucanis can do no wrong.
It's easy to look good standing next to my cousin.
I'll have my people keep an eye on him for you.
Thank you, Thea.
Go on. I'll let you know if something comes up.
Interesting. That seemed quick, and not yet complete, as we are not getting a quest complete. Recap. So... Mission failed, was it? That's apparently it for now. Regrets of the Dreadwolf. Search the crossroads for more wolf statuettes. Any significance it holds may be unlocked when the team finds someone with a deeper knowledge of it. So maybe a companion yet to come will make use of these? I can't wait to find them. So, I'm in Treviso now. Maybe another Treviso-based task while we're here. Unseal the path to the deep sorrows and defeat the champion. I feel unready for such a thing. I am not a champion myself yet. To take on a champion sounds difficult. I will try to find Dareth in the Drowned District, though. With pleasure. I hope it's okay if I'm, like, visibly aroused the entire time I'm trying to find Dareth. Because I will find him with pleasure. The getting down from the secret crow's roost. How does that work again? You guys have like a system of pulleys? Do I just jump and one of you will catch me? Do you promise? I thought there was a way of getting down. But oof. I'm sure not seeing it. Yeah? Yeah. It's very small staircase on the map. A system of zip lines. Whee!
Almost there.
Did I ever tell you about the leg tree? I mean, it had legs. Not roots, but
I think we've
branches
seen
that kind of
the leg
looked
tree.
like legs.
Hey.
One's knees and feet and all.
Oh.
But, well, sometimes the veil's extra thin. Then real things start to behave like things in the...
The Antam ordered me out of my
Sorry,
house.
no, I didn't mean to
I don't
interrupt.
have anywhere else to go.
I just wanted that gold.
Anyway, where was
Sorry,
I?
Balara. Where
Well,
were you?
sometimes the veil's extra thin. Then real things start to behave like things in the Fade. We used to avoid the tree. Then Strife started putting socks on the feet.
I would have used gloves.
The point
Yeah.
is to make it less creepy.
No zipline for me? Okay. Okay, fine. I've seen the leg tree also, and I don't think having socks on it would make it less creepy. If anything, that might be worse. Still don't know how I get in here. There's clearly some sneaky entrance to get to that chest. But I'll never know what it is.
I'm glad the market's still open during occupation. It probably helps to feel that some things are still the same.
So many things you could buy. How do you choose?
If you're not sure what you need,
Yeah, Bandit. Oh, Bandit, you're getting out of your circle. You're going really far out of the circle of guests you've gathered. Who are you performing for? So just a little wormy towards the ground there. I like it. It's rhythmic, tantalizing. Love you. I love you and I support the arts. All right. Welcome to the Drowned District. Aw, little kitty. Hey, little kitty. Perfect. Now we have the fast travel pillar for it. Probably still fine to have Bellara, but I am wondering if Lucanus would like to be along for these Treviso-based missions, his hometown. So I could swap out Bellara for Lucanus if roleplay demanded it. We'll go in sequence. Right to left. That's right. That rumbles your controller so nice. Oh, no problem at all. You hate to even say it, but you're hearing some occasional audio fuzzing. I will reset it, and thank you. Give me 1 second. There. It took it a moment to get back. Is it, sounding okay now? I'm sorry if it took me a while to see that out the corner of my eye. Thank you for, warning me. I would have no way of knowing otherwise. Alright, you get double pets, but it's just this one time. It's this one time because of an accident. Middle kitty, do you not want my love? There you are. Just gotta come at it from the right angle. I think it sounds good so far. Thank you so much for checking. Everybody gets double pets because I messed up. Alright, you... Yeah, that's right. I love the large amount of city cats you can stumble upon. It makes my day. The Writ of Free Commerce. A reproduction of a decree exempting Antivan trade from royal taxation. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Municipal fees remain, but are rarely mentioned when merchants try to get similar writs passed in their home nations. Should I knock first? I am fully being and eing right now. But it gave me a +3 butcher's screw, so I guess I'm okay with it. Last time I was stumbling around the dock town in the middle of the night looking for a butcher's screw, it ended very differently for me.
What does Isatuno mean, actually?
It's a word that describes a feeling
So
or
I need
a
a companion that can light
like
fires
bliss
with their
or
mind?
hope, or
I just started my carpenter's apprenticeship. Now Uncle and I are on the streets thanks to these Antam.
what was I talking about?
Are you saying Harden?
It's a word that describes a feeling or a concept, like bliss or hope or love. How do you explain love?
I'm sure I could, given time.
Very
A lot
carefully.
of time and maybe a diagram.
Isatuno just describes the feeling of the Titans being united, together, yet distinct.
Seems like I must need that same power there. Braziers to light, but no companion up to the task.
We can take up we cannot afford an avalanche. The drinkers.
Which is another reason to just sort of stay on task until you have all the companions. Because we know we're going to run into things like this. And with all companions at my disposal, we could get all the secrets instead of just being relentlessly teased. This Despite the fact that I'm in the very center of the city, I feel like I'm on the edge. But it's so much fun to explore. I'm like, go back down, get back down to the street level to get to the main quest. Nope, I'm on the rooftops. You can't stop me, I'm free as a bird.
I always liked chantry buildings. Not always the people in them, though.
What was there before? Does anyone even remember?
Nice. Activate as many zip lines as I can get my hands on. My greedy, eager little hands.
Hang on.
Always groping about in the dark for a firm zipline handle. Alright. Seems like we're leaping. I don't know where this is leading me. But there's no one I'd rather get lost with. There's some sort of Imperial weave up there, or maybe a hardwood. Or a soft one, I'm not sure which. Some sort of wood. Right into the drink? Think that's survivable? I think it's probably survivable if we go right into the drink. Alright. Whoop. Made it to ground level again. The streets of coin financials. Alright, Dareth, sorry. I got so greedy. For the back alleyways of your fine city. Where do you need me?
Wow. Even during an occupation, the market is still pretty busy.
I've always loved market days, except for when they're occupied by Antam.
Even then, it's still pretty exciting. Hi, we already donated, but I'm back again, and I don't want to seem selfish. Plus, you have a little kitty, so there's some more gold. Buy that kitty something nice. Alright, back on the new path now. Don't get too distracted, but do loot people's private residences.
So this is Treviso now. Have some hope. The crows haven't given up. They won't last much longer if the Antar have their way.
There's so much to explore. Does feel like a lot of the things here are for Lucanus, so it might be that the area where you recruit your companions has more gear for them the more you explore nearby, which is a really cool way of doing it. So wherever your favorite person's home zone is. Okay. You want me to go over there. I could probably just jump down to this dock below me and get where you want me to go. But I'll go your way. Getting a little swampy down here.
Banjo Van Tam stalked me on my...
Kuhn on the rocks. A recent drowned district staple, rum, is matched with salt water and presumably seasonal parvolan fruit, floated from a dreadnought hold while Antam are distracted by their own windy butcher. Why is he so windy? Maybe you should be looting rooms other than the bathroom. It's just a suggestion. But I only want to find bathroom items.
Way to work.
Little novelty soaps and such. Just can't keep me away
There's
from the
the place.
bathrooms.
Keep your eyes open. We may not be the only ones interested.
All right. 1 second. 1 second. We're about to rescue an Antivan Crow. Let's get an Antivan Crow on the team. I'm sorry, Balara. I'll be right back. Yes. Kind of feels like Nev would be good for this too, but I'm not going to part from Harding at a time like this. I'm hardly in the mood for that sort of thing.
He was my cousin!
We've got on.
What?
I've revealed my presence.
Don't worry. Here in the Algo Center. Use the cars? Yes! Kill them! Kill the Anton!
And again, enjoy. No, again, I said. There you go.
They killed Darren! They killed my cousin!
Coming up here to beat you. You're coming down to beat me.
They're weak on the left.
Weak on the left? Is that true? Has that always been true? Alright, so Harding and Lucanus don't seem to have a specific combo yet. Though I know that everyone also has more than 3 abilities. They just have 3 active at once. So I gotta figure out how to swap those out, and maybe we can find a combo between Harding and Lucanus.
Now's your chance.
Not necessarily the final word on the matter.
They're shooting for us.
Alright, just us. Just us and Shield Boy.
End it now.
Ouch. I Swiss cheesed Shield Boy.
Are you Jacobus?
Hey.
Darren, my cousin. They...
What did they do? Finish your sentence.
Please, you have to finish Darrett's contract. It's about the Butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the Butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then... someone has to finish this for Darrett. Please.
We will take care of it. Go back
You've
to the
got this.
diamond.
I will.
Take one of my swords. You can defeat the Butcher.
Just give me a minute.
Okay, we'll go take a look then. That's fine. Dareth's body. Oh no. Oh, cousin.
We should see if Dareth had any information on him.
Your lead panned out. We've more shadow work for you. The contract is in the usual place across from Tia and Viago. Just follow the marks.
That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Teir and Viago. Just follow the marks.
There will be a trail of marks left by previous crows. It will lead us right to it.
What was that
I
blue
saw something
pot?
like that on a wall we passed
Oh, they're
earlier.
heading through Thetis.
Let's
They
go
contain a
look.
special tonic that charges your ultimate. Cool. That's good to know. Be on the lookout for those in boss arenas, particularly. Alright, let's go get this contract. It's so close. Couldn't somebody just boost me and I'll grab it? Just boost me slightly, Lucanus. You're very unhelpful. The Untom invasion. When the Untom invaded the south, the people there were completely unprepared. Antiva and northern Ravane were overrun quickly, with the invaders pushing down through the green dales to the Minanta River, leaving only the southernmost of the free marches spared. From there, the Untom pushed west, overpowering Tevinter magic with Gatlach cannons and brute strength until the defenders finally held at Varantium. Nivara was spared, likely due to the Antam fears of necromancy and unwillingness to attack until Tevinter was conquered, but almost half of northern Thedas fell to Antam rule in just a few years. To those asking why the Antam waited centuries to attack in force if they were this powerful, I would remind them that the Qun teaches that outsiders are to be converted and educated. Under Qunari control, the Antam have been fighting only Tevinter, and even then they followed rules governing how and when to attack. Gatlock cannons were not to be used on civilian targets, for example. When the Antam broke from the Qun, they threw off the restraints that had held them back. It is also important to note that the Antam fought alone, with little in the way of supply lines or experts in food production. The craftspeople and strategic experts who would normally support them had not broken from the Qun when the Antam did. The invaders needed to attack to keep eating. When they encountered resistance that would have forced a siege, the Antam invasion stalled. The Kith Shocks, who wished only to conquer, now had to learn to rule the lands they would claim. Alright, you sure you're gonna be okay? Want me to, pull you up a cart? A cart for your cousin? I could help carry you both on my back, if that would be comfortable.
A crow mark. Perfectly thrown.
That's got to be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out.
Work our way back up into the city. Keeping my eyes very painfully peeled. Crowmark. Hi, it's me again. I like your kitty. I'm so low on coins. No, it's gonna be fine. You can always find more coins. But your humanity... that's in short supply.
Come take a look if you like.
All right. Into the back alleys we go. Back to this sneaky chest that has no possible way to get it, apparently. I'm not bitter, though. I'm not losing my mind about it. Alright. I don't feel like we've been back to this part of the city yet. So quick check out here for goods. It is easy to think that the Antam broke from the Qunari as one, but the reality is that of a vase shattering into countless shards, each broken in its own way, reflecting the warlord who now leads each kith. Some, like the Butcher in Treviso, use their new freedom to indulge in cultures long forbidden to them. Yummy. Others, like Atashok, the Dragon King, or Iskatari, Master Killer in Ravane, reject foreign cultures and either lean on the trappings of the Antam or invent a heritage to inspire the loyalty of their soldiers. What seems consistent among the Antam warlords is cruelty. From the Bakronasa, the flaming wind whose ships terrorize the northern coast, to Kashtar, the jewel taker, whose kith have become a bandit army in the mountains outside Merothius. I believe the reason to be twofold. First, these Kithshocks feared that their army might turn upon them, as they turned upon the Arishok, so they drive their soldiers through fear. And second, there are very few kind and thoughtful Antam. This is an observation, not an insult. The Qun has two words for healer. One is Rethari, a healer priest, whose name literally means one who helps, and the other is Maradim, an Antam battlefield healer, whose name comes from Maritwa Adim, or do not let them fall. Those under the Qun have jobs selected for them by their teachers, so any young Qunari too thoughtful or too sensitive for the harsh life of the Antam would have been made Rethari instead of Maradim. In the Qunari, in their wisdom, or the Kunari, in their wisdom, decided that all children who were naturally prepared to follow orders and hurt others should be placed in the Antam, and this is the result. There are a few Antam, not Kith Shocks, but individual soldiers who did not break from the Qun. Their help is the only reason the betrayed Arishok survived. They and the former Arishok have renounced their Antam status and now serve under the defense branch. Calm down. It's a lot of words. They now serve under the defense branch of the Ben Hasrath, as the Kunari, their body in rebellion, try to survive with mind and soul alone. Crash course in Kunari history is delightful in this corner of the world. I feel like the whole invasion of the Antam could have been its own main series game, if not a spin-off of some sort. But I'm glad to hear about it at the very least. Good. Must have already gotten angry at those crates. Okay, there's a chest in that room, and I'd really like it, but we're going back. Going back to the quest. One day I'll figure out how to get to that chest, and it'll be fine. Now, Kith.
The demon of Virantium, huh? And they called you that before the demon.
Ah, you don't have that enchanted barbed arrow in your quiver because you think it's pretty.
It is, though, isn't it?
It's
the
really
red
pretty.
shimmer is the enfeebling magic, and the spike tip is designed to splinter inside the target.
Ouch.
Very nice.
I thought you'd like that. I really hope I don't have to use it, though. Cost me a lot of gold.
That's the problem
why you only have
with buying fancy arrows.
Well, I only need one.
Here's another crow mark.
Must be getting close.
I thought you'd like that. I really hope I don't have to use it, though. Cost me a lot of gold.
That's why you only have the one.
Well, I only need one. Especially from this close.
Alright, we can definitely go through the window. I'm kind of tempted by this side roof. Anything over here? I love their animation when you're close to an edge. Like, oh. Losing balance. Can't help but peek over. It's very human.
This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere.
Nope, I sure don't see it. Let's leave immediately and say that we completed it. Pick up the gold, and straight to the pub. Contract for a crow. The butcher of Treviso has employed a poisoner who manufactures Kamek. The recipient of this contract, Dareth, is charged with finding this Kamek master in the garrison and ending him. The recipient is also to deal with the traitor who allowed the Antam into the city, should this person become known. Should the recipient fall, their next of kin may claim this contract. That's me.
Poison. Kamek.
The poison that destroys your mind? That comic?
If I were the butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line.
We cannot let the butcher unleash this on Treviso.
He won't. The Antam brought in a Kamek master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further.
We have our mission. Sign of Shaper's Respite. A plaque offering a dwarven translation of directions and sites in Treviso, proving a common history of trade that once again predates official records of discovering places where people already live. Oh, we've discovered it. Hi, I live here. Ah, I've discovered you as well. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Keep a grip.
Is that a crow sign? Does that count? Hi, everybody. Sorry I interrupted your bird party. What were you all doing with those birds? Awfully quiet about it.
Maybe my
okay.
aunt would take me.
Oh.
Back on the ground soon.
Nice to have all of these activated finally. Be locked behind this quest for a while now. Yep. Specialty provisions, yummy. It's back here. This looks like combat. I don't want combat. I just want to be back here. Please don't hurt me.
There! Your masters bid you destroy!
Another assault. I will move.
Nice little teleport you did there.
Behind you!
It's ginormous. Gross. Oh, hi, Desmal, the bloodbound of Elgarnan. Terrible to see you here. You're still immune? Really? Still. Alright, I'll take out your nice little crystal. Please die. Oh, it's so powerful. So powerful against me. Potion. Oh, okay. I think he might be a little bit above me in terms of level. Load last save? That's sure to be recent, right? I know I was saving it regularly. I wasn't. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go find something else to drink real quick, depending on where this puts us. I'll be right back with you. Oh, hey. You didn't Davy for shit, sir. I did not Davy. I, in fact, failed quite badly at that. I think that might be the first time we've died in combat. I imagine due to the fact that it took, 1 to 2 hits, 1.5 hits to completely take my health bar down. that maybe we're not supposed to be on that particular rooftop yet. But we'll try one more time before we jump to any rash conclusions. I don't know why I'm so rashy. Alright, where'd you put us? That's... It's not stairs. I should remember from last time that that is not stairs. Hi. Don't announce your presence to the rest of the team.
On to you.
Shouldn't have been standing there. That was a bad place to be standing. Nice. Max pained him to death from the far corner. Why is it like Lucanis? Really pointing out where he is. Yeah, I know that's Lucanis. Thank you for the icon. The Iconis. So I've been in there last
told me
time.
You were fearless. Threatening the demon of Virantium to his face certainly proves it.
You know, it's actually the opposite. I'm afraid of what you are.
I'm brutally honest. She didn't mention that part.
I've seen demons. I know how they can corrupt. I know it won't even be your fault if it happens. But I won't let someone else turn on my friends. No matter how scared I am.
Good. Keep your bow close.
And I have no problem having demons in the party whatsoever. I don't have any concerns. Probably should, yeah. Probably should have concerns. Alright, full health bar. We're daving. We're daving for shit. Just in case. And let me just try this one more time, and then we'll give it up for 16 hours before returning. Don't break the blight cyst until you're good and ready.
Snipers.
You with your karma techniques. And me with my inability to find where your body has gone. Right through me. What even happened? Okay. Everything's nice and quiet now. We're in charge of when we get completely pummeled. That will happen, but we're in charge of when. Do a little collect-a-thon. Oh, that's a horrible sound it's making. You guys hear that? Like somebody swallowing too much Jell-O. No third, there it is, third vase, good. Get me fully stocked on potions if I only remember to use them before I perish. Save it here, if it allows. Now we should only have one distraction. And don't get hit by it. We took fewer arrows last time. 11 damage. Are you fucking serious? Okay. That is not enough damage. It's level 25 against my, like, what, 14? Ouch. This is probably just something we're coming back to later. And you brought Darkspawn. Cool. Darkspawn cools. Oh, get me out. Let me away from you. Ooh, over the fence. That'll do it. Okay. You're the only one I can see. Ah, you can teleport. Didn't know that. Hi. This is not worth it. It's fun. Not worth it at 11 health points per pop. It's taking more damage now. For whatever reason. Constantly running away from him in his many ground circles. And these Darkspawn are tremendously higher level than me. I've gotten a good 1/6 of his armor down. I mean, we're making good progress. I'm so scared. Everyone gets adrenaline. Glaciate. Why not? Have runic advantage now. What does that give me? I keep getting stuck in corners. I don't mean to be. I don't mean to be stuck in corners. This is a nightmare. All right. Yep, we got friends. I don't suppose I can just, like, flee the battle. Is that a thing? Oh! Not unless I want to be pummeled. Apparently I cannot flee the battle. Just be too damaging to my reputation. That guy's strong. I'm perfectly willing to accept it. Okay. Even though I really want to clear you out now so we don't have to return later, I'll accept my fate and we'll keep chasing the on-tom. Thank you guys for bearing with me. It's fun to know what delights await us in the future.
Take him out, quick!
To decide someone's getting hammered, there's really no breaking you from that goal. My commitment to the bid. I mean, he's definitely dead, but I don't know how to unknock arrows, so... Up we go. Flamethrowers are never my favorite thing to fight. Are those what the Kotlach cannons or whatever they are? Is that what those are? Shred and debilitate his sweet little butt. Alright. I got a ladder down. The butcher on the balcony. Seems like a pretty good hitman opportunity. Should we go down first? Seems to be spoiling me with options. I want to go down. Maybe there's no point to any of this, but here we are. Okay. Aha! One small reward. I will take it. That has made this all worthwhile. Clamber across the top.
We're in. Let's find the comic master.
Is that him? No, that's a statue. Sorry. I got excited. I mean, I could probably just phew from up here and give him a good skinning at least. I don't know what I mean by that. I'm not gonna be able to skin him with a single arrow from here. I just mean like I'll damage his skin a little, is what I mean by skinning. I'm gonna give him such a good skinning.
We got company.
Do we? Ah, we definitely do. And I've been hammered like a fresh batch of mochi. I gotta remember to guard break their second hammer blow. It's the one I can actually manage. If it gets to the third, I'm dodge or nothing. Range on range. What's floating around me right now? What is that? Precision? I don't know, I also had like a visual indicator of status effects. Alright, lovely shadows up here in the attic space. What do you guys do in these shadows? Probably just walk around that, but I was too curious. Get this chest first. Corvid cloak for Lucanus. I hope it's cranky. Wait, not yet. Not yet, we don't. There's how they get you. Good. Love how intricate these are. Oh, I'm right next to him now. I could do more than skin him. What did I do? Hello? I'm looking for a comic master?
I can smell you, an outsider.
I don't like that.
Test my gift.
I don't like it when people can smell me and tell me that. I mean, I'd rather know. If you can smell me, feel free to tell me that, because I don't want that to happen. But I don't like it when people creepily whisper it to me, I guess is what I'm saying. This is a one-way trip. One-way trip to ass-beaten town. I'm saving it again, even though it decides. It decides when you're gonna have a save or not. As we found out. Anyone else want to get down here? Into the boss arena with me?
The crows, poisoner.
Poison. You face the gift of the god!
Ouch. Maybe don't spend so much time evading that I haven't noticed a single one of his attack patterns. Or just keep evading, that's fine. I like this plan too. We both got a little action on that one. He took like half of my damage and then just beat the hell out of me. It was fun. We're good friends now. Aha! Grenades!
It's done. The Karmic Master's dead.
Good. That's good.
First things first.
It doesn't look like
Let's
something
destroy
safe
the
to
rest of the
slash at.
poison. Then we figure out what was going on here.
It's not. I'm so poisoned right now. Oh, it's in my eyes.
That's the last of the poison, thankfully.
Okay.
Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening.
Yes, let's. Use the storeroom key. And even rapier. So much stagger to it. And full necrotic damage all the time? I love a good all the time necrotic damage. Sturdy. You've passed my test, Vase. Don't need no hateration, holleration in this boss arena. I love it. Journal page in a shaky hand. The butcher rages. Someone has stolen the comic I made for him. I do not know who took it, nor is it my concern. I told him to have the human who betrayed this city investigate the matter. The butcher was not pleased, locked me in here, said I was changed. Let him find another comic master. I have fulfilled my role. The gods grant me another as a reaver of flesh. He's become obsessed with reaving flesh.
Wait. This note says that wasn't all the comic. The butcher's angry because some went missing.
We need all the comic.
Who stole it?
No idea. But the note does mention the butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Tyr and Viago need to know they were right.
Just in case. Alright. No? Not the exit door? Here's the exit door. It's bigger than I was expecting. Return to the faction sanctum. Quick, set your feet ablaze. It's the only way to win. It's the only reliable combat technique. That was a fun little side quest. I like that.
Are you out of your minds?
Like some thief
Someone
vibes.
had to act.
They most certainly did not.
Hi, Governor. You're more feathery than I thought you would be. Guess that's a symbol of your loyalty to the Antivan Crows, but it is sort of a strange fashion choice for the Governor. None of my business, really.
I told you crows to stay out of this!
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place!
Let's not go insulting the circus. Wait, they're circus criminals? Governor, I presume.
You're responsible for the city?
This is Governor Ivenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antam. And now, you've angered the Butcher.
I could have easily killed the Butcher. It would have created like a full-on panic. The city would be actively under attack from all Antam forces, but if you're worried about angering the Butcher, just send me to skin him. Skin him good.
We have other enemies too.
By which I mean I'll
The gods
damage
are
just a
involved,
little bit of his
corrupting
skin.
some Antam, making them monsters.
And the Butcher?
You two were right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the Butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known
Governor.
for infighting and betrayal.
Let's not throw
accusing
insults.
One of their crows died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
That's fine. It's fine.
We're allies. Of course I'll help.
Ivenchi is right about one thing. The Butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
What's your
Go back
plan?
to filing trade receipts, Ivenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
If you want us to leave it to you,
Treviso
what are you
will
going to do
be
about
free.
it?
With or without you, Governor.
I picked the right outfit for that cutscene. Gorgeous. Quest complete. The crows were vindicated when the team's investigation confirmed a traitor helped the Butcher to occupy Treviso. Troublingly, they also discovered that some Kamek was stolen from the Butcher, the thief's identity a mystery. Taya and Viago began planning their next steps against the Antam, though for Jacobus, Dareth's cousin, the occupation's cost is already too high. I mean, it's just a cousin. No, that's not what I mean to say. This is wildly too high a cost. The training of Jacobus the Prodigy. Please describe the Antam. Blade to the base of the horn at the ear, or up from behind. What? What am I reading here? This is getting steamy. Between the ribs on the left. Slash the back of ankle to hobble to get targets in range. My family name is the last thing they hear. That one didn't sound sexy. Please describe the Venatori. I don't care about the Venatori. Poison, I guess. Please describe the rest of the page is obscured by a series of angry scribbles and several horned heads with X's for eyes. Jacobus, knowing a potential target requires more than merely knowing how you would kill them with blood in your own heart. That is not what contracts are. We will begin again when you have had time to grieve. I worry that the heir's instruction is obscured by more scribbles. Regarding the above, no doubt you and Viago have noticed that Jacobus has been gravely affected by losing his cousin. I would ask that in your roles as Talons you consider how best to guide him and others who have felt similar losses. He shows immense promise, but left to fester in vengeance, he and others could soak the streets in even more needless bloodshed. That is not the goal of my teachings. Alright, I think we have one more in Treviso. Something out here. Multiple somethings. Insight into how the gods manipulate enemies of the Antivan Crows. vellum with lettering seared into it without pressure, as though the words emerged from the skin. It is directed at the butcher. This boon is yours, bound by the blood of beasts, as our ancestors bound the blood of dragons to themselves. As they claimed the strength of fire, we have been granted the strength of form, of burning muscles and taut veins. It's getting saucy again. Through this, we become strong again. Through this, we become more. Carry this strength and join us. Another script is inked below, scrawled by a strong hand. Why do you hesitate before greatness? You should have spread our boon among your soldiers. I offered you a blade to crush our enemies, but you clutch your pen like a scholar. Do you even fight alongside your brothers? Your way is old and weak. My Antam will bury yours. Signed cordially, the Dragon King. A third script is hastily appended, presumably the butcher. I hate that oafish fool. Oh, we're all getting there. We're all getting to hate the Dragon King. His oafish ways. The mark and throwing the wings. This instruction will not take the place of practice. We do not hide, we move, and we need to show our path so we know where to go, and the people know where we've been, but do not have time for stencils or sigils, hence the mark, and learning to throw the wings. Vellum is scored, waxed, stitched into a sphere, and filled with colored liquid. The ball is weak at deliberate points, and if thrown properly, 3 turns for body length, 10 for a street, it splashes into silhouette and wings. Why so careful a throw, when splatter alone would mark a path? Is there anything we do that does not benefit from style? Keep pressure up on the Antam. I can keep us supplied, but we need fishers on the water. You'll be throwing tomatoes if I run out of squid ink. Yeah, could work too. Just perfectly formed tomatoes. So, we are at the 2-hour, 37-minute mark. It feels like no time at all passes when I play Dragon Age. Like, genuinely.
You ever talk to Jacobus?
Feels like it's been an hour? It's been almost 2.5 hours. We have another quest to do in Treviso. We can, however, save it for the next session. We're in no rush. I am having such a good time playing this with you. The Gate of Deep Sorrows. That was the champion. I'm not sure if, like, that guy we met on the rooftop might be champion adjacent. So maybe we're not ready for this quest yet. But I also very much don't want it to disappear. Which I guess that hand motion goes along with. I don't know why. This area will unlock later. Unlock later. Return to Arlothan via the crossroads. So we have like three quests we might be able to do. Search the crossroads, back in Arlothan. Maybe defeat the champion. I guess let's see where this leads, at the very least. It's not too huge a city to traverse. If it takes me right back there, then we know who our champion is. And it looks like we're going that way. Yep. That would be the champion. So we're definitely not ready for that yet. Fair and fine. Oh, hey, Harding. Nice moves. That being the case, we can go back to the lighthouse and check in with everyone, or we can go to Arlothan and on the way look for any wolf statues in the crossroads. It seems to be next up. Since we're very nearby a Illuvian, let's take a quick peek back home. Oh, it's gorgeous. All right. finally found the adult novels. Finally. Looking in the right place now. Taut, veiny musculature rippled from beneath my arching, trembled bums. I didn't know which direction we were going with it exactly, so I just made it mostly about trembling musculature, I guess. Did anyone else think it was hot? I thought it was pretty hot.
You cannot help but flinch whenever I use my skills. You think, this time he's definitely gone full demon.
I don't think I want to be in this one full stop. But that seems to be taking me deeper to it. I'm just gonna head to the boat.
The power of the demon-possessed assassin should make up for how twitchy everyone
See
else
if it
gets,
fixes
right?
itself. Why are you taking me over there? How would that get me to the Arlothan forest? I'm so concerned. Hey, buddy.
Onward, dweller.
Hot? Really seem to want me to go back that way, but I refuse. I'm gonna go out this way. Notes from the Crossroads Islands. His ritual may not have broken the world, but it has shifted another. Once the crossroads blossomed for the people, now islands rise in great divides, and if this place blooms, it blooms unseen. One should appreciate it still, for truth has its own beauty. The changed crossroads is a sign of life both here and elsewhere. Its islands reflect the world beyond, not just as we see it, but as the crossroads is shown it. An alluvion has two faces, after all. I wonder what certain acquaintances of mine will make of this, of the People's Refuge taking on new form. Great plans will change, no doubt, but they should welcome it. Change, after all, sets us free. Unless the change is, like, really bad and or traumatizing, and then not so much. Not so much with the being set free. I'm gonna really hope that this is the right way. This is not the way my quest markers were guiding me, but I hope we've outsmarted it.
Get ready.
Coming at range.
So many fireballs to dodge. I could have gotten an execution, but we killed him too quickly for that. This little path on the map being unable to be accessed. It feels like I should already be able to get these down. Like there's always just a little riddle, puzzle type thing that the caretaker tells me when I get close to one. But then I could only hear it the once, and now it's gone. It's gone to the ether. And I don't know, like, if they all have a singular answer, and the riddle is the location of the thing I need to press, or if it's not a thing I need to press, and if it's like something I need to bring. I don't know what those do yet. Some distant day it will fall into place. Cute. Dreadwolf, hardly. Cute wolf. Unless the change is traumatizing, or unless it's like all pennies, because that kind of change can really weigh you down. You're carrying, for the last time, too many pennies. We're never going to make any progress. We're definitely not going to be very silent with you jangling through the woods. Hi, Veil Jumpers. It's always nice to see you. I swapped to Lucanis specifically for the Treviso section, so now I should swap back to Bellara for her hometown Arlothan Forest missions. So if we see another party transfer pillar, let's take advantage.
I guess so.
What's your assessment of the targets?
Honestly, anybody the Venatori get excited about is trouble.
That's the truth.
You guys got him?
Great hit, Rook.
Yeah. Alright, there's still somebody alive apparently, but I see a pillar. I'm going for it. Disabled during combat. That makes sense. Is it still? Are you guys battling your inner demons? Good, we're fine. Alright, Bellara and Hardin. Come with me. Thank you for bearing with me here. We'll try to make this the last mission of today's session, but I am having so much fun. I do not want to stop playing. It does sort of feel like we're going this way, but it's always hard to tell.
Careful ahead.
Alright, that would definitely be the right way if only we had a path to get there. Just beat him right out of my acid rain radius. Good job, good for you. Always with your little teleports. Making a fool out of me during my high kick maneuver. Okay, so this is the right way, but do we have to go around? Or can I shoot anything from this angle? Kinda looks like we're going around. So many chests and goodies out there, though. I'm excited. Alright, so quick check of the map. Maybe through there, or else all the way down there. Let's really hope it's up here to the left first. Oh yeah, this'll get me over there. Or will it? Get me very close. And maybe we just leap the rest of the way. Or like, could I break it from here? This seems... doesn't seem like anything's lit up on the blight wall blocking me. But obviously we have to break that down. Not seeing a super clear alternate path to get there, so I'm just gonna try this. No. Oh, not what they intend. Okay. From anywhere deeper along here, I think it would be even less likely to get over there, so I guess this is not the path. It's not connected in any way. Strange that, so maybe we do have to go all the way back around to the start, which is just fine. There's this whole area that seems thematically related. I tried jumping into the water and dying first. Try exploding those barrels, I was going to say. Provided Harding is not standing quite as close as she is now. Yeah, come on, get up here. Nice. So shoot as many of those as I can find, all the time. Lesson learned. Juicy.
This is where Tainor was headed. There's blight here. She didn't mention that.
Could be new. Blight spreads fast.
I don't like it. I don't like it spreading at all, let alone that fast. Yeah, we're talking. No? Denied? There you go. Alright. Seemingly another tendril off that way.
Gross.
Or two, perhaps.
But it seems he managed to destroy the relic. Tainor and Gus must be out here somewhere. We'll keep looking.
Hit. Alright. Significantly fewer tendrils now. That makes me feel better. Let me jump down here. Wait just a minute to go in there. That's pressing me onward, so side path, hooray! What do we got? Ah, just a shortcut.
Rain! Your turn. Ranged.
Hope the giant stone wall protects me. Alright, back that way. See if anything bursts into being. There you are. Hey, cutie. Ah, I stab at thee. I got cute aggression. Thanks. Alright, This is a wider path than I intended to go down, but let's see it to its end. Did you guys respawn, or were that many of you still left alive back here?
On your right. Behind you. They're behind you.
Denied. I think this is going back to that ruin we explored. So this must be a shortcut, but not a necessary exploration path. Though that is curious. That's quite curious indeed. What does it mean? If it's just light, ambient light. Don't get distracted by it. Blight in my boots. Blight in all of me. Nestled deep into the thick woven fibers of my pantaloons. Can't remove it, seemingly. Don't jump across! Don't. Ooh, there you go. You figured it out. Alright.
Darkspawn. Here. Is that? I think that's Tano.
Oh. This is bad news. Really don't want to cross this little hedgehog fence. It's against my better judgment. Alright. Anybody got anything? Anybody got any sweet special moves? Oh yeah, you've got special moves. Shred him.
Got him in position.
I'm so sorry, Tano. You didn't deserve this. One more Veil Jumper to find. The tracker Gus. Let's hope we can still save him.
Can we? Can we still save Gus? Because so far it's been a constant stream of disappointment. I'm not sure I can handle anymore. Now I can finally reach this. Technically I can't, apparently. Can't reach it. Oh good. Something burst. I'll take it. As long as something burst, I'm happy. Do I then have to go all the way back up to that level, though? Are you going to take pity on me? Just a little bit? I don't think they're going to take pity on me. I'm not sure yet. Okay. How do I get all the way back up there without making it difficult? Ah, here we go. Secret tunnel. Whatever that is already unlocked. Remember this spot. is good to know for future reference. That they will take tutorial areas given to you during a companion quest and hideously blight them and fill them with darkspawn for subsequent quests. Alright. This should get me back to the main area. Now we're not too terribly far from that upper level. I hope we did enough to break the blight on it. Let's go check.
Careful ahead.
Love doing that mid-air. Mid-air row.
Didn't even know what hit him.
Good. Okay. I can't think that there was a better way to go about that than to head here, but this does seem like a long walk. Is this where we broke it? Yes. And there's like a lock on it, isn't there? That's different. I'm almost positive I could have shot that from below, and that would have been the correct way to get out here. I think we figured it out. We figured out the mystery. If I had only shot that from below. For next time. So where is it trying to take me now? Yep. Still down. Curious that. I'll trust you.
Trouble coming.
Okay. Almost all the way back to where we started this. Apparently he was here the whole time. Okay.
Take you to him.
Get off your little high horse.
Your turn.
Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt while I'm slapping you across the face. Rude. Should have seen that coming. Everybody quiet down. Okay, so somewhere in this circle.
We did it.
What's up there? By those bushes?
Somewhere in these bushes. Nug, what are you eating? That's an elven man. Please stop.
A collar? It says Gus. Oh, wait. The
Aw,
tracker Taylor
hey,
talked about was
Gus.
a Nug. Oros'
That's cute.
companion Nug. Oh, let's get you home, little one.
Somebody survived. Okay. Sorry that I apparently confused so many parts of that quest at once. I think we got what we need now. Do you really want me to go out this way? Or do you want me to take the ladder we just found? I'll trust you this time. Clearly I'm not good at navigating. I think we read that. But I'm not entirely sure.
Not good. That relic ended up blighting Oros.
We read something similar to it. Alright, time to bring this Nug home. Which is just what I'm saying now about, like, all of my goals. Wee! I don't know why, it's so satisfying just to, like, move in this game. It feels good. Almost home, little guy. We'll get you some nice... I don't know what nugs eat. Sugar cubes? Is that what you crave? Get you some nice sugar cubes. But not too much. Not before your bedtime. I'm not crying, you're crying. About the little Nug that survived the ambush. Survived getting blighted. He's a hero.
I hope Taynor is alright. I haven't seen her in days.
No, we don't put heroes in cages. But there are a lot of good fruits in there. Alright. You okay, Gus? I love you. Mwah.
That's Gus. I wondered where he was. Haven't seen Oros or Taylor in a while either.
I'm sorry. Gus was the only one I could save.
Oh, creators have mercy. Poor Gus. Do you think he understands? I suppose I'll look after him now. Oros wouldn't want him to be lonely. Thank you, Rook.
Thank you for taking care of Gus for me, Sloane. I'll be back to visit you both and make sure Gus has plenty of apples. He's a growing boy. Okay. I think that's pretty good for side questery. Let us return to the lighthouse. And then I promise I will leave you alone and let you enjoy your day. But thank you for playing with me. This has been such a treat. I don't know why it's so very difficult to stop playing Dragon Age. But I'm not complaining. I still feel like we've barely scratched the surface. I have so many people to meet. So many cool weapons to find. We've been playing for a significant number of hours already, and I still feel as though we are tutorializing. Which is a lovely place to be.
So what was he like? Before all of this, I mean.
What was who like?
Oh, sorry. Solus. You were in the Inquisition together.
Our paths didn't cross much. I was a scout and he was...
This isn't what I'm looking for.
Solus.
What is it that
Very
I'm
much
looking
the
for?
same, Solus. Nice enough. Never would have guessed what he was planning.
Never would have guessed what he was planning. There's the boat. That away and then south. through the magical grove, and then bam, you're at the boat. I remember now. For some reason, when I got to the magical grove, I was like, that's not the way to the boat. I lied to myself. And to all of us, by extension.
We sail.
Got my robe sleeves caught on my desk handle. I sprain more of my robe sleeves that way. Alright. Quick march back into the main area. Specifically want to check in with Lucanus after that last little foray. But also anyone else who would like to speak with me. I'm here for you. I need to check. We found like two robes from Solus's memories. I need to go to my meditation room and try on Solus's soft nipple tassels. Yes, please. When Daddy leaves you a little something special in the wardrobe to wear, you make it a priority. Alright, so I got the Watcher's robes, brown edition, and Watcher's robes, blue. Pretty fancy. Makes me feel like I should go do some watching. From the bushes, maybe? Don't get detected. Don't let people know that you're in the bushes. But until they find out, feel free to do a little peeping. There's still something so nice about this. Even though it's just your basic pre-order bonus, it's suiting me well for now. I'll keep that as my main appearance. Which I'm not wearing. What have I done? Casual wear slot is the one that I was trying to change that whole time. There you go. And then my actual armor should be the one that protects me. Please. In fact, let me do it through normal means, so it's less confusing. Show me my stats. Didn't change it in the slightest. So what are these two? What are these two wardrobe slots then? Armor slot and casual wear. I don't know why that's not the same as what I'm actually wearing in my armor slot. I'll just make it the same. And then I won't be confused anymore, right? That's how that works. Okay. Checking in with everybody. Head straight back to Lucanus first. Change monument. Hanalgelan. A legendary holla leaving streaks of gold in its wake. Nice to know that will be changeable. Can I get a statue of Harding? Is that something I can requisition? Hey, where are you leaning? So sauce. Oh, did you make me coffee? Lucanus, we've got to stop. You've got to stop trying to seduce me.
You know, we have more comfortable rooms and basically infinite space, so why,
Why does the trained assassin prefer a quiet, unassuming spot with good choke points?
Guess you just answered that question.
This is a great choke point.
I'm closer to the coffee.
Hell yeah. Lucanus, stop trying to make me fall in love with you. It's working. Alright. Stopping at Nev's. She's quite sleepy. Nev? Are you like shape-shifting as a rat somewhere? I didn't know you had that ability. Bellara seems to have something to say, but I'm not sure what that timer icon means. I thought when we got the tutorial for that, it meant like, do this quest now, because it's
A sharp
time.
eye, a quick mind, and
Here's
luck.
Nev.
That's most of the job.
So, do you think I could become one? An investigator?
It takes a certain amount of focus, too.
Oh, okay, well, maybe not then. I still can't believe it. I'm talking to the Nev Gallus.
I know, right?
And that's sweet, but I don't need the flattery.
Right, just a person I'll try to remember.
Rook, here to join us?
Hey, I'm gonna keep it casual and slightly sarcastic.
I'm glad to see you're making friends, Bellara.
Oh, definitely. Nev's, well, Nev, she's been just so kind.
It turns out Bellara knows my work. Or at least the parts that make the papers.
It all sounds so exciting. The things you've done, the people you've helped.
Those are the ones that go well. You don't hear about the rest.
I don't hear about the people
Everyone
I've
wants a
hurt.
scandal. Or a happy ending.
Or both, like the time you told the Marquis to—
Hold on. I don't think Rook's interested in that story.
I am interested in that story.
Rook's a little interested.
Look, I'd love to, honest, but that story needs the right atmosphere. After
Fair
dark over bad coffee, or expensive wine. Take your pick.
Could it be both?
Speaking of,
Could it be
what's
sort
the
of a
situation
slurry
with cooking exactly?
bad
Are we
coffee
on
and
a
expensive wine?
rotation or what? I can help out. I'm a pretty good cook, with some things at least. Well, most of the time. Sometimes I get distracted and things burn.
This is this is so important to me for some reason. Having like cute little domestic moments while you're trying to save the world. Like, yeah, we're trying to save the world, but who's in charge of making breakfast tomorrow? It's so cute, and it like really pulls me into a story when they do little things like this. Yeah, whoever, I've been relying on Lucanus's fine Trevesian casino foods. So whoever wants to cook, if you want to, I'll help. Leave Nev and Bellara to finish the conversation without you. That seems rude, but I'm not really necessary. Something I did hear about during initial previews of this game was that this one specifically made an effort to, if you don't romance any particular companion member, they don't just sit around and like wait for you, pining forever. Like, they will actually talk to other companions or other NPCs in the game, and if you're not interested, they'll find their own relationships elsewhere. So I wonder if there's little opportunities like this. If you're like, I'll leave you, Nev and Bellara, to get to know each other better, if maybe that could affect your companion relationships later on. I don't know.
There's no official rotation. Everyone just makes extra food when they get hungry.
Do you mostly cook Dalish foods? I haven't had a chance to try many.
Sometimes. Not a lot of options when you're out in the forest. But I've learned a lot of different cooking styles. Antivan, Rivani. Oh, I even learned how to make Tevinter Khachapuri.
Wait, real khachapuri? The hollowed out bread? 3 kinds of cheese? I love khachapuri. What about you, Rook? What are you craving?
Khachapuri now.
Cheese and bread were the only words I needed to hear.
You have no idea.
It's good, with the right cheese, which can be hard to find out in the forest.
Well, we'll have to see what we can find you. You should have an assistant.
I know where we can get some
someone to make
cheese.
sure it doesn't burn. See if it tastes right. That sort of thing.
Nev Gallus, helping me cook?
Again, the flattery.
Right, just a person. Got it.
Great. Now, let's see what we can scrounge up.
Cute. Reminds me so much of Cassandra being like a huge fan of Varric's pulpy novels and desperately wanting the next one to know what happens. I love it when your friends are fans of your other friends. Okay, Nev and Bellara. Does that mean Nev is back up here? Just on the off chance that she's got anything else to say. Can't wait to share a steaming, hot, hollowed-out bread bowl of khachapuri with you. I've gotten my hopes up. It better be actually happening. It's just a cruel ruse. Finally, but not least importantly, Harding, my dear. How are we? Ah, she's finally got some stuff. Now we're talking. Sorry, I put my boots, my dirty boots, instantly in your wading pool. Where did you get these big metal vases? Who helped you carry these in? She's got a little garden in here? Lovely. I was so worried about her stuck in here with all these dusty-ass cobwebs. This is great.
If you want a more comfortable space, I'm sure there's empty rooms we haven't found yet.
I'd rather be somewhere I can smell soil and plants. Yeah. Familiar, you know?
Yeah.
I do.
Okay, you look great. You look great, and you are also great. So, I feel like that was a pretty good catch-up session. We got the side quests I think we're supposed to do done. And we should be able to get back on the main mission, which may lead to our next recruitable companion next time. I have to finish up some recording and editing today, or I'd take a short break and maybe come back for another session, but I'd better go do my real work, and I will see you here for a Dragon Age tomorrow for another age, which is roughly 3 hours, 20 minutes lately. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your witty comments and company. I will see you guys again soonish for more hacking and slashing. Much love. Bye for a bit.